When you look back on your life after many years, you will realize a clear truth. Money is not everything, but without money, it is very difficult to live a meaningful life. Money is not merely a medium of exchange, it is a safeguard, a lever that helps people overcome challenges and achieve their dreams. Imagine a day when you realize that you cannot afford the cost of treatment for a loved one, or miss out on the chance to experience a dream trip because of financial constraints. That feeling will come, sooner or later, if we do not prepare well from now. The helplessness in such situations is not just regret. It is a deep pain that reminds us that money, while not everything, is an indispensable factor in protecting what is precious in life. This story begins with ideas shared by elderly people, those who have gone through enough experiences to understand the value of money. They have seen the ups and downs of life and know that without money, a person's freedom can be easily compromised. They say, money is the liver of a person. The liver, seemingly a biological organ, is used here as a metaphor for the ability to protect one's life and freedom. A body without a liver will weaken, and a life without money will easily fall into dependence and helplessness. Think about the times you have faced major decisions, treating a loved one, educating your children, or even simple moments like helping a friend. All of these require money. Money not only enables you to accomplish these things, but also provides peace of mind, confidence that you can control your life, and the ability to remain proactive in the face of unexpected challenges. These valuable lessons are shared through the story of scholar David Quinton, a fictional character in this narrative. David not only spent his life researching, but also shared his lessons with anyone willing to listen. He began every lecture with the question, "Do you have money?" A question that may sound strange, but is deeply meaningful, as it reminds everyone of their responsibility toward their personal finances and future. David's lectures often revolved around real-life examples that vividly demonstrated the importance of financial preparedness. One such example came from his experience at a hospital where he witnessed two vastly different outcomes. On one hand, a wealthy individual faced a critical illness, but could afford the best treatments and recovered swiftly. On the other, a less fortunate patient with the same illness had no choice but to accept their fate due to the lack of resources. For David, this was a stark reminder that money is the magic hand in healthcare. He emphasized that financial freedom is not exclusive to the rich. It is attainable for those who start managing their finances early and thoughtfully. David believed that by taking control of their money, people could free themselves from the burdens of insecurity and dependency later in life. David often shared the story of a middle-aged man named Robert, who ignored financial planning in his youth. When Robert's parents fell ill simultaneously, he found himself unable to provide adequate care. The medical bills were overwhelming, and the emotional toll was equally devastating. In contrast, David also told of a woman named Grace, who had diligently saved and invested from an early age. When her father required expensive surgery, she was able to cover the costs without hesitation. These stories were powerful illustrations of how financial preparation can transform the trajectory of one's life. David's discussions were not just about personal anecdotes. They were also rooted in practical advice. He advocated for creating a budget, building an emergency fund, and investing wisely. He explained that budgeting was not about restriction, but about aligning spending with priorities. Your budget is your map, he would say. It shows you where you're going and how to get there. One memorable moment from his lectures was when he posed a challenge to his audience. Imagine you lost your job tomorrow. How many months could you sustain yourself and your family without income? The silence that followed spoke volumes. This thought experiment highlighted the importance of an emergency fund, a financial safety net that provides stability during unforeseen crises. David also stressed the significance of investing, describing it as making your money work for you. He encouraged his audience to think long-term, explaining that even small, consistent investments could grow substantially over time through the power of compounding. He often used the example of a young couple who started investing modestly in their 20s and accumulated a substantial retirement fund by their 60s. Beyond individual financial habits, David touched on the societal implications of financial security. He argued that financially stable individuals are better equipped to contribute positively to their communities. When you're not constantly worried about survival, you have the freedom to give back, he would say. You can support causes you care about, help others, and create a ripple effect of prosperity. David's philosophy extended to retirement planning, which he considered a critical yet often neglected aspect of financial health. He warned against the common mistake of assuming that pensions or social security would suffice. Instead, he urged people to take proactive steps to secure their retirement, whether through personal savings, investments, or other income streams. He highlighted the story of an elderly couple, Margaret and John, who had meticulously planned their retirement. They lived comfortably, traveled, and even supported their grandchildren's education. Their foresight allowed them to enjoy their golden years without financial stress. Perhaps the most profound lesson David imparted was the emotional and psychological impact of financial stability. He believed that money, when managed wisely, brought peace of mind. It allowed people to focus on what truly mattered: relationships, personal growth, and contributing to society. In closing his lectures, David often left his audience with a simple but powerful message. Financial freedom is not about having unlimited wealth. It's about having enough to live without fear and to help others when you can. Start today, because the future is built on the decisions you make now. David's teachings remind us all that financial preparedness is not just a practical necessity, but a path to a more fulfilling and liberated life. By taking small, consistent steps, anyone can build a future that is secure, independent, and full of possibilities. As we reflect on David's insights, it becomes clear that financial security goes beyond dollars and cents. It is a gateway to freedom and dignity. Imagine the sense of pride and relief in knowing that you can care for your loved ones, contribute to your community, and still have the resources to enjoy your passions. Financial planning isn't about living frugally or depriving yourself. It's about empowering yourself to live the life you want and deserve. This journey starts with acknowledging where you are today and setting realistic goals for the future. Whether it's creating a budget, paying off debt, or starting an investment portfolio, every step you take is a step toward greater autonomy and peace of mind. Remember, the road to financial freedom is a marathon, not a sprint. Patience, discipline, and a willingness to learn are your greatest allies. For those who feel overwhelmed by the idea of managing money, David's teachings offer a reassuring reminder. It's never too late to start. No matter your age or income level, taking control of your finances is always within reach. Begin with small, achievable changes and gradually build on them. Over time, these incremental efforts will compound into significant progress, just like the investments David often spoke about. Finally, let David's legacy inspire us to think beyond ourselves. When we achieve financial stability, we gain the ability to lift others up, whether it's through charitable giving, mentorship, or simply being a source of encouragement for those around us. The ripple effects of our actions can create a more compassionate and equitable world. So, as you close this chapter and step back into your daily life, take a moment to reflect on what financial freedom means to you. What dreams have you put on hold because of money? What steps can you take today to move closer to those dreams? Let David's words be a guide. Start today, because the future is built on the decisions you make now. And as you embark on this journey, remember to share your story with others. Inspire them to take charge of their finances and create a brighter future for themselves and their families. If you found this story meaningful, subscribe to Life Stories 365 to continue exploring the lessons and inspirations that can transform lives. Together, let's build a community that values growth, resilience, and the pursuit of a better tomorrow.